All right, hello everyone watching this video. This is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and I'm going to start this with an apology by saying that somehow 3 or 4 of my videos got saved as the same file, so there's some double taping. What I'm going to very quickly do is to go over the syllabus with you. This is what we did the first day of class, and I'm going to do it again so that it indeed is out there for posterity's sake, or whatever they say. So the class is AWD1000, Web Development Technologies. We're meeting this fall, Monday through Friday, from 8:05 a.m. till 11:55 a.m. inside of room T203. 80 sessions, so approximately, or basically, 16 weeks. Now, during that time, we do not have class. Monday, the 3rd of September, we don't have class. On Monday, the Monday of Veterans Day, which is around November 12th. We don't have class Thursday and Friday for Thanksgiving, which is around November 22nd and 23rd. And we finish, I believe, on December 20th. So that last week we go 4 days to make up for the rest of that time. My name is Jeff Scott. This is my office hour, or my office phone rather. I do not give out my cell phone. And I very rarely am in the office to even answer my phone. The best way always to get a hold of me is to email me at jpscott@rankin.edu. Our faculty offices, if you're in the classroom right now, you go out the door, turn left, make your second right, and they are right there. All right, my office hours, as it says here, are 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. Anyone going through this program should come out of it with the following 4 student outcomes. Number 1, and that's what this class is all about, develop and design websites that use the latest versions of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and modern JavaScript libraries. That's what this class in a nutshell is all about. Number 2, develop, troubleshoot, and implement applications using object-oriented programming principles and fundamentals. That's pretty much the next 3 classes that you will take. The C# class, the ASP.NET class, and the Java/Android class. Number 3, create data-driven web applications that utilize SQL, stored procedures, LINQ, and it should say .NET data, not net data, access techniques. That information you get in the next 2 classes, those being C# programming, but even more so, much more so, in the ASP.NET class that you'll take next fall. Finally, in all 4 classes, the idea is that you're supposed to be able to utilize a version control system. We'll talk about Git, GitHub, and Bitbucket. All right, our 2 textbooks for this class. The first one, this will push you right out to Muroc's website. The first one is HTML5. In fact, I took the wrong edition. I guess I'm looking to the wrong edition here. So let's see if I can go to the 4th. There it is. So when we look right here and we go through the table of contents, we are going to go through everything in section 1, all 8 chapters, as you can see right here. We are going to go through everything in section 2, these 2 chapters. In section 3, we will go over 11, 12, 13, and 14 in depth. 15 through 18 I will cover probably, or 15 through 19, 15 through 20, in just about a period or 2. All right. Most of that stuff is more towards the second book that we'll use for the program. And that second book, so if I can go back here. Okay, I'll eventually make my way back. What you can interview there. Let's see, where are we? There we go. All right. We will For the second part of the class, we will be using this book. Both books are Murac textbooks. With this one that's in here, we will go through all of section 1 that you see right there, and all of section 2 that you see right there. If there's time, I'll hit on select chapters from section 3. All right, just so you have, again, some kind of an idea as to where we are, where we're going in this class. All right, here's the description. I'm not going to read it to you. It's available online also in the course catalog. But this class, more than anything else, features HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript, jQuery, which is a JavaScript library, and Bootstrap. What you're supposed to get out of this class is right here. It is a class where you learn how to design websites. All right. As far as policies, you should see the Rankin Technical College Student Handbook if you have any questions. For attendance, you are allowed to miss one more time than the number of times the class meets per week. So since we meet 5 times per week, you can have a maximum of 6 absences. After absence 4, I print out a sheet that you have to sign that says, yes, I realize that I've missed 4 times. After you miss a 5th time, if that happens, you have to go, normally you'd go to Mr. Charles Corrigan, who's our department head, but he's in St. Louis this semester, so you'll go to Ms. Bruggeman, or we'll come up with other arrangements, and have her sign it, the same form. Then after 6 absences, you go to the other building and have Mr. Jeremy Sutton, who's our site director, sign it. And if you miss after that, 7, technically you're kicked out of the class. You can't appeal it, but that's the way that it works. Academic honesty, I expect you're going to do your own work. All right, and especially when we're having tests, and you won't be helping others. The grade breakdown, you can see it right here. All right, so you can see exactly what it looks like. Stretch that out a tad, or try to. You might notice if you take a look in here that basically if you fall below a 74.5 average, you don't pass the class. All right, you have not satisfied the course requirements. All right, so it's really important that you realize that. Now, as I'm moving this over, I'm probably making it worse instead of better, but I wanted to show you this table that's on here. The idea, if you look here, the way that I try to run a class is that if the class meets approximately for 320 hours, 80 days, 3 hours and 50 minutes a day, but we'll just round it up to 4 hours. That's 320 hours. I strive for 160 hours of lab and 160 hours of lecture and other things. Again, if you have questions on anything, go to InsideRankin.org or ask your instructor. General college information. We will have a tutor for the class, Mr. Tony Calcaterra, who is one of my second-year students. All right, and if you have questions on anything, always contact Jeremy Sutton, who is our site director for Wentzville specific information, be it with tutorials, disabilities, career services. Snow days, you should be getting a notice that asks you to sign up. The way that Rankin works is they do not, they repeat, do not, when they cancel school, put messages on any radio, TV station, etc. It's always, and they don't contact the newspapers to my knowledge. It's all put on their website. So if you sign up, and you have to do this yearly, all right, you'll be given a text notification if classes are not going to be held. All right. Unless you are advised otherwise, assume that we're going to have class. So the next several pages on here, about 20 to 25 pages, are the course schedule. So today we've already had the introduction, student handbook review. We'll talk a little bit later about work ethic, but you're going to start to get this intro that you see right here. All right? See what's due, and this is going to be set up like this every day, and every day I will also be going through exactly what it is we're doing. So again, sorry I had to remake this tape, and it's much shorter than it was originally, but for some reason when I went to produce these, a couple of the videos got intertwined or intermixed with one another. So this very simply is the end of the intro, and I will come back at a later time and retape the chapter 1 and chapter 2 lectures as well.